Let me go to Ukoko, who's chairman of Yangon Media Group, publishing 2 weekly papers, the Flower News and the Yangon Times. Is reform yet reaching far and wide across the country, do you believe, or not?
Yes, many people still arguing that Myanmar reform process still not reaching to the bottom. I don't know what is the cause of that. Because of that, they refer to the daily life of the peoples. Why does happen? Corruptions, mindsets, capacity issues, or rule of law? I would like to know.
Ong Jo, as an editor, what restrictions are you still facing, particularly from the ministries?
Well, I think since we're sitting here with the BBC World Debate, I think I would say that the press here is much freer. But at the same time, my question is to Minister Wu Sotae and also Daw Aung San Suu Kyi, is that whether one day in this long process, whether Ministry of Information is really needed.
Minister, you are still controlling the press. They cannot publish what they want to, including about generals.
No, I don't think so. Freedom of press and freedom of media is now better and better. You have to consider about that the other side is the Americans. You have to compare with the American way. Then you have to compare with the nearby countries like Singapore and Thailand and Vietnam. So maybe the balance. And you have to do step by step. We need what kind of things, what a mindset and capacity for everybody. That's the problem in Myanmar. You have a lot of capacity because you have experienced such kind of things abroad. But we have to think about the holistic view for the media openness.
What do you mean by a holistic view? Because there's a population out there, 60 million people, who want to know what's happening in your country.
Yes, now you can use a private newspaper and something like that. You have to compare with the yesterday problems. Now better than last year, 2 years back. So better and better, I think so.
Aung San Suu Kyi, you're now in Parliament. What needs to be done to improve freedom of the press still?
Of course, laws are important with regard to the protection of all freedoms, not just freedom of the press. But I would like to respond to Aung Zo's comments because there are 2 parts to it. One is that is there a necessity for a Ministry of Information? And the second one is there sufficient freedom of the press? It depends on what you mean by sufficient. We certainly do not have perfect freedom of the press. And I think there is too much fear. There's too much fear of openness, and I don't think we should fear openness. We should be able to face openness. That is a sign of maturity in a democratic society. And secondly, with regard to the need for a Ministry of Information, information in itself, there's nothing wrong with it. What we don't want is a Ministry of Censorship. A Ministry of Information is all right, particularly if it helps to take information out to our 60 million better.